It is a war between ego and love. Ego opposes love, not dramatically, not with horns and a pitchfork, but quietly, through hundreds of nuanced patterns that you never examine or notice. The unseen assumptions, the unintentional pain that you cause and never circle back to, the stagnation where you stop participating, stop giving, stop showing up, and call it self-love. Call it protecting your peace. Ego isn't just arrogance. Ego isn't just pride. Ego is the filter that shrinks your perception down to just you, your wounds, your needs, your story, until you can't see the collective needs anymore. You can't see the collective pain and how you can be a part of healing it. You become an ego identity, a character playing an ego script based on the programming of society that builds our ego identity. And if ego systematically opposes love, then ego functions as the devil. Not in a cartoon way, but in the most literal way possible. The thing that separates you from God, which is to say, separates you from love, which is how it can escalate to its absolute extremes, to the point of a human being a dictator. But we don't lead with hate on this channel. We don't lead with spiritual competition, seeing others as enemies or inferior. We lead with diagnosis. We raise awareness, because you can't fight what you can't see. And everyone can be blinded by ego through the systematic contamination that promotes it. So what do you do instead? Well, you become a vessel. God doesn't need you to be perfect. He doesn't expect you to. He needs you to be available, to transmute your pain into something that serves people that you'll never meet, to be, in the smallest daily ways, the answer to someone's prayer. Think about that. You could be God's hug to a person who thinks love doesn't even exist anymore, because they haven't even experienced it, or because they've been abandoned before. This is collective love. It is not the transactional kind society sold you, which says, I gave to you, so you give me back. Those are just ego contracts dressed as genuine care. Real love gives because it's designed to give, because love is God expressed through us. And it doesn't stop to check if the recipient earned the love. So collective love bridges that gap in a way that we can handle without being taken advantage of. Jesus modeled this perfectly. He died for us all, and yet he wasn't a pushover. He is the sun, the light itself. We are simply the reflectors, casting that light onto the darkness for him. And darkness is born from ego. The patterns that nobody named for you, the systematic teaching that told you self-interest is wisdom. Ego was taught to you systematically since you were born. So we must respond by teaching anti-ego systematically as well, for the sake of everyone who comes after us, the youth. That's what this channel exists to do. This isn't a church, it's not a debate club, and it's certainly not here to feed your version of egoic comfort. This is a system. Every video is here to help you see something you missed about yourself, about others, about why the world works the way it does. There's a lot to learn. It's a lifelong journey, because none of us will ever be perfect. I've paid for these insights, for this wisdom in years of loneliness, heartbreak, and deep reflection. And I continue to learn every single day. So I'm not here to just motivate you or make you feel good. I'm not here to validate your ego. I'm here to help you become dangerous to darkness with knowledge that leads to a greater capacity to love. Because guess what? The youth are always watching us. And if we don't teach them to see ego, the world will teach them to worship it. It already is. Anything can become idolatry. We can even idolize ourselves, and that is very dangerous. So this channel aims for one thing, for you to become a sun for others, to shine on darkness, to model in your own small corner of the world what Jesus modeled for all of us. God needs you, not just as a believer, but as a vessel. As 1 Corinthians 13:13 reminds us of. Only love can truly change the world, the real kind, the kind that covers a multitude of sins. And that love doesn't come from you. You're just a pipe, the expression. But God is the water. But ego is the clog. Every day that you don't clear that clog, someone on the other side of your life goes without water, without love, without God. Someone who needed that love, because we all do. Because water is life, water is endless, water is love. And love, being God, is endless. It will outlive you and your ego. Because just like God, love is eternal. It is a legacy.